Hey everybody, it's a Glidercat and it is time to play. We're back in Voxel Tycoon, of course. Let me unpause the game. We'll get it going at 1x speed. Wow, what a journey. All right, so last episode, let's see what we did. I think we finished doing the iron plates, but we found that all the businesses that wanted iron plates have since gone out of business. That's not a huge worry, a huge concern. Those businesses will come back, they'll sprout up somewhere, and we will use them, or we'll be able to make use of those iron plates that we're producing. Another thing that kind of came to mind, or one thing that came to mind between episodes, and I'll just run this idea by you, and you can let me know in the comments what you think. I'm wondering if down the road, if it's going to make sense to let like these raw resource businesses, the ones that just want like the raw wood here or the raw iron ore, if it makes sense eventually to just let those go out of business and then lighten up the traffic in the cities and then focus on providing like the more advanced products like these wood beams and the iron plates that we just produced. Here's steel bars, which is coming soon. So I'm just wondering what your thoughts are, if that could be a strategy in the game where eventually you kind of want these less profitable raw resource based businesses to actually go out of business to make room for more profitable ones. I don't know. For now, we will continue to supply those businesses and try and meet their needs. I see a blinking exclamation point right here on this wood supply. But yeah, for now, we'll keep doing it. Another thing we noticed, or we've been kind of noticing, is that as we keep adding trucks, right, it's getting, we're starting to see some congestion at the intersections, right? And we've got a bunch of trucks parked here. And every second that a truck is parked, when I see that, I'm just thinking we're losing money by doing that. And so we're going to have to think about, instead of having the trucks drive all the way out to the manufacturing sites for the products. Like here is our main iron product site, supplying the iron bars, the iron plates eventually, and the raw iron ore. If eventually we want to train these things in, so like put a train line here right above the town and then some type of train depot next to the city with some warehouses, and then the trucks can just kind of deliver product that last mile and they don't need to be making this huge journey off to the manufacturing site. I'm not sure if that will alleviate the traffic within the city, but it'll be a lot less trucks on the road, so a lot less monthly expense for us, I would think. We'll see how profitable the trains are, how that works, if it's just all overhead, since they're not gonna, I don't imagine the trains deliver product directly to the businesses, so it might just all be overhead to haul that, but gotta think it's better than having all these trucks on the road. So that's coming, and I'm kind of thinking that the trains, we're going to need to think about that sooner than later. The other thing that's going to help us out on the roads here with the traffic is upgrading the trucks. Several episodes ago, we researched the diesel engines, I believe, but we can't purchase them in the garages. So let's go look at the garages over here. I've got a bunch of them, and I'll talk about that in a second too. I learned something about these. Like if I go to buy, let's take this empty garage here, garage 4. If I go to buy a diesel truck, right, we've got them unlocked. These are all trucks that have higher capacity, right? We'd like to be using these. Looks like we need a new vehicle for iron plates. Can we even deliver those? Yeah, we've got a vehicle here. Yeah, these have 11 capacity versus the 7 or 5 that we're using now, but we cannot buy them because it says not suitable for this depot. So I'm assuming that if we go into the tech tree, and we covered this kind of in a previous episode. Let's see, how do I get back into the tech tree? I think I can just hit start new research and we're safe. Yeah, it says research in progress. Yeah, I think it's going to take this roads level 2 in order to get the garage level 2, and I guess that word garage and depot is interchangeable. A little warning message under those vehicles saying we can't purchase them said it's not supported in this depot, but I'm guessing they mean garage. I could be wrong. So yeah, so we can't upgrade trucks yet until we get stone, the stone resource. So stone seems like it's going to be the first place where we expand. So let's take a look at that for a second. Let's take a look. It's funny when you zoom in here, you kind of get a different camera angle here too, that allows us to see these other regions that we're going to be able to purchase. So let's look. I know there's a stone over here. Was it over here? No, we got to go down and then over a little bit more. And when I say down, I can't scroll directly to the left once I'm up in this pocket. So I've got the what is it, the A key pressed right now. We're not moving anywhere. So if you run into that problem, just navigate around. You'll figure it out. But yeah, we've got stone here, and this almost looks like a winter biome. Oh, check it out. I didn't even notice the trees. Very cool. Look at all those pine trees with the snow on them. That looks pretty cool. So we've got some stone here. This region, if I click on it, it says right there, click to see the info. It's going to cost us, wow, that one's 3.5 million. We're at 2 million now. It's climbing slowly. Let's take a look at our income just out of curiosity. Yeah, 855. That hasn't gone up since last time we checked it, I don't think. But that's an option that's probably something we want to think about prioritizing. I know the first time I saw this, I saw that 292K and I was thinking, oh, 292,000 bucks and we can buy this region. But that's just the supply of stone, obviously. But yeah, it's going to cost, if we look over here on the left, 3.5 million to buy that. Now we could borrow 1 million, but man, I'm not crazy about going into a bunch of debt. We've got almost 1.5 million we could borrow. So technically, if we really got desperate, we could take out a full-on loan and purchase that. But then we're going to have these monthly interest costs that are going to chew up some of our income. Let's see if there's another stone here at the top of the episode. We'll just do a little bit of exploring. It's kind of hard to see. I guess it's kind of, I can't scroll over to these regions that we haven't unlocked yet. I'm going as far as I can. But yeah, just looking for more stone. I think the other thing we can do, actually, even without seeing the town or any resources, I think if you click on this, it will tell you, yeah, what resources are available. So this one's got coal. There's a city in there, and its current size is 234 people. I believe that's what that's saying. And it's a tourist city. So even if you can't scroll and see the regions, you can just click on them and see what they have to offer. I suppose we could do that. That's copper. I think that can wait. Sand. We've had some businesses sprout up that want sand. Wood. We've got wood. The bummer, the wood is not renewable, right? You'd kind of think that that would be a resource that would kind of last forever. That one's got iron. It looks like we may only have a single option. There's more wood. We've only, ooh, what is this? Oh, this one's got stone too. Boy, it's a narrow little. If we did, it would be kind of creative routing stuff through here. It would probably have to be a train, right? Just a single train to get in and out of this little area until we unlock the ones next to it. There's just a tiny little place for us to get in. This one, same thing, 3.3 million. It's a little tiny bit cheaper. Probably not worth it. So we're probably going to be stuck with this guy here. It's pretty big, and we'll pick up another city when we do this. And that'll get us some stone. Looks like a bunch of it. And then they're going to want coal and wood beams. We've got plenty of those things right now. So anyway, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at the research. Now, this has been, I was looking at the last episode and kind of noticing that it's moving pretty slow. We may want to add a truck to this research to bring more planks. Here's our freight station that we're using for that route. It's right down here. Wood planks to Newport Beach ore. So I'll keep that selected. Let's take a look at our plank supply and just make sure we're not running dry over here. I think the issue is just a lack of trucks. Yeah, look at all these planks. We got tons of them, right? Yeah, and it looks like our wooden beam lines have, our belts have saturated. So this long belt actually acts kind of almost like a little bit of extra warehouse space, right? So that's all kind of in our inventory, plus 2 full warehouses, 115 each of wood beams. But anyway, we answered our initial question. We got plenty of wood planks. Let's add a couple trucks to this line. We've got the cash to do it. And then here's the other thing I wanted to talk about. So this is opportune. Before, when I saw, ooh, I don't know where that's supposed to go, this truck. Anyway, when I saw the garages with 2 vehicles in them, At some point in time, I started thinking that's all they can hold. Well, it's not. We can, like if I start cloning trucks here, boom, boom, maybe I'll even clone one more. These garages can hold a lot more than 2 vehicles. So if that wasn't obvious to you. I'm not sure how many they can hold. Next time, maybe when we're replacing some of the old vehicles, we'll buy a bunch in bulk and we'll just see how many can fit in a garage. But yeah, for a few episodes, quite a few episodes there, I was confused thinking, oh, we can only do 2. And that's why I plopped down, that's why I plopped down more garages. So you don't need to do that, at least not early on. We've got all this extra space. So that was a kind of a faux pas on my part. Anyway, let's set these trucks loose. They have their routes, I believe. Yeah, wood planks to Newport. And that's just going to speed up our research. And what was it that we're actually researching? I kind of forgot, to tell you the truth. Woodworking. Okay, that's going to get us the furniture and what was it? Wood frames, I believe. And we've had some businesses pop up that have been requesting them. Of course, as I look, no one wants them. What is this? This is furniture. Oh, there's furniture. We may not make it before that business goes out. Last 30 days delivered nothing. Does this say how long it's got? Maybe this is a newer one. Anyway, we may not get it there. I think the next thing I want to do is work on the steel bars. We are tapping out our iron deposit here. You can kind of see we don't have much room, but we do have some like what I think are underutilized mines here. We may be able to redirect some of this ore or branch some of these belts and use it for steel beams if we need to. We could even branch it out way over here if we had to and do that. So, because we're clearly not utilizing all this stuff. Now we're not delivering the iron plates. So once a business pops up that needs those, these may start depleting a little faster, the mines, but we've got some options there. But the steel beams or the steel bars, I believe, take iron bars plus coal. And I think it's just another stamping machine, kind of like we have here for the plates. So that's something I've got in mind for this episode. What was the other thing? It just slipped my mind. Well, one thing we could do, maybe not this episode, maybe the next one, is get back to looking at the people transportation. So a few episodes, we set up some basic busing, and we're making money. If we look at the income statement here, we're making 14 grand on passenger transportation. And our towns have grown quite a bit since we set that up. So I'm guessing we could throw some more buses on the roads here and pick up a little more income. And then we drop some more bus stops too. So here's a bus stop here, the Summersville Southwest. If we click on it and I go to logistics, we can see here's the coverage area for that bus station. So it's going to attract passengers from these different residential buildings. So we could obviously put one over here and put one down here somewhere and down here, basically all over the place, and help capture more of this traffic. Now we do have another station here. I wonder if there's an overlay. Boy, it'd be kind of nice to see an overlay of all of the bus coverage. I don't know that we have that. I'm just looking here at the, let me close this and show you this alt menu here. Storages, devices. So basically if I hit alt, let's see what happens. Do we notice anything different? No, I'm clicking alt. There's something here I got to learn, figure out what these are all about. I'm guessing this is, visible by default. So you pick everything, and then this is visible only when you hit the alt key. Storages. Let's go by a warehouse and just see what happens if we see any kind of different display when I hit alt. Oh, yeah. Alt turns it on, turns all this display on and off. I kind of like it on. You may not. Maybe you don't like all that noise, but I'm going to keep it on for now. But yeah, that's another thing we could do is shore up our transportation. And then I just remembered the last thing I wanted to do. It's check these warnings messages here. Let's take a look and see. Okay, furniture. We know we're not producing it yet. We're researching it. Can't do anything about that. We got demand has decreased. Newport Beach now accepts less wood plank. Why don't we this episode, instead of doing the steel beams, why don't we make the rounds through the town and just through our towns? So I've done a lot of babbling here at the top. Chewed through half the episode just yakking, moving my jaw. Let's do the rounds and shore up our truck routes. Let's just go through the towns real quick and start in on this. Okay, let's go into Summersville. We'll check out the demands and see how we're doing. Average on iron ore, so that could use a truck or two, right? And then we've got good on wood beams. Furniture and sand we're not producing yet. Can't do anything about it. Let's look for iron ore. Where are we at here? This guy is iron ore to Summersville. That's our plant. We have a truck in the garage, right, that we're not making use of. Is it this guy? And what the heck? Why is he not doing his thing? He can take... Oh, what can he take? Doesn't it show? Details. Okay, he can take iron bars. He doesn't have any. In the garage, we can reconfigure this, right? I thought we could click on this guy. Can he take iron ore? That's what we wanted, right? Iron ore, and let's put him on. Hey, do you want to stop? Sorry, do you want to stop configuring the vehicle? No. I want to apply that change. So he's configured for iron ore. And I want to put him on this route. Iron ore to Summersville NE. So let's just pick that route. Iron ore to Summersville NE. That's this guy. Iron ore to Summersville NE. Boom. And then we can send him on his way, or we can clone him. Let's go into our garage and clone him. Boom. And send these two off. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. So we're putting 2 more trucks on this iron ore route that's currently at average. Hopefully we can get it to good and then excellent. Wood beams, let's go ahead and throw a truck on that. Looking for wood beams here. There's probably a fast way to identify where these products are. This looks like wood beams. Go to one of our 20 garages we set up down here. Clone just one of these guys and send it off. I think that's good for Summersville. Can't do anything about furniture and sand yet. What's next? Megapolises West. Let's go ahead and grab that. It's right by our headquarters here. Whoops. Megapolises. Where is it? It's not west. We want this guy, the town. 1,255 people. We are definitely growing. Iron ore is good. That's over here. Let's clone a truck. Boom. Send it on its way. It's not too bad. Wood. Yeah, again, I was just wondering. I'm interested in your thoughts. If you want to put them in the comments. Does it make sense to let these raw material kind of businesses just go bankrupt and then save those resources for like furniture and stuff where you're going to make more money? I don't know. That could be a strategy. I don't really know if it's a good one or not. Okay. This is wood. Let's go ahead and clone one of these. I should have left the garage open. Boom. And release that guy. And then we're excellent at iron bars, and the storage looks perfect. Doesn't look like we're at risk of oversupplying. Wood planks are excellent. We're not going to touch that. That all looks great. And that's it for mana. Let's go to Haver here. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Let's see. Demands excellent on coal, good on wood. Let's just throw one more wood at it. And then we may go check the... we may go check our wood supply to make sure we're not... Why is this blinking here? Is this a new one? Is this good? I'm nervous why this is blinking. I notice we have a ton in storage. So what happened? This was an oversupply situation, right? It's gotta be. I'm looking for the price. The price hasn't changed. Like I don't see a -10. In fact, it just went up. This storage situation is just very close to being oversupplied. So what's the deal here? Okay, Haver, let's look in our notifications. Is there something about Haver and just raw wood that's a problem? Business has no extra storage. It's too bad it doesn't say what it was. Yeah, it was this guy. So this one, we actually need to take a truck off of this. So let's find a truck. Where is it? Who is supplying this guy? Is it Haver South? Wood to Haver South. It's one of these. Let's just take one of these trucks and sell it. Can I sell it full or do I got to send it to the depot? Let me bring this up to the top where I can see it a little bit better. Yeah, I want to get rid of this. How can I do it? I can't remember. I got to go to the depot. Let's... Nope. Cancel. Sure. How do we get rid of this truck? Oh, toggle engine. So can you just turn that thing off in the middle of the street? And yeah, we're in it, and I'm just stopping, blocking all traffic. Not sure why you'd want to do that. Let's see. Own vehicle, skip turn order, send to the garage, horn, meet unprofitable. Well, you guys probably see it and I don't. Let me right click on one of these, nothing. Guess we send it to the garage and then we have to just hitting escape to get out of that view. It's fun, but let's well, I just unclicked that by mistake. All right, bear with me here. We'll get it. I just want one of these lower end trucks. I think this is the one. Let's send this guy to a garage. Boom. Boom. Any garage is fine. He's on his way back to the depot. We'll sell him off because I think we were oversupplying that wood business. Okay, last one, Newport Beach. Let's see how these guys are doing. Good on wood. In fact, we could reassign that other truck to wood, but I think I'm going to sell it and maybe buy a new one that has a slightly higher capacity. I think that's one way to slowly replace these older trucks is not reassign them to new routes. This is our wood supply. Let's go ahead and buy a new truck for this. Again, there may be a shortcut to get to the garage and buy trucks, or maybe it just makes sense to have a garage in each town. I'm just going to clone that and send it off on its way. What else we got? Average for coal. So that could almost take two, right? So here's our coal stuff. Let's, I got the garage open finally. That was smart, at least this one time. And then excellent on wood beams. That looks great. Wood planks, awful. Is that new? Wood planks? Must be. Let's take a look. Wood planks. We have a transfer station here, but it might be getting a lot of business already. I wonder if we should put another one down. It's going to cost us some cash. What about, but it might help our traffic situation, right? What about putting another transfer station or a freight station over here to supply wood planks? Let's see and make sure that business isn't going to go out of business anytime soon. I don't see a warning. We just saw we've got tons of planks, right? Although we may need to add another freight station over at the other side where the wood planks are. I think we only have one line there. Anyway, let's get a freight station, another one down here. I don't know that it matters. Guess if we had it off the road, that would be a little better. Why don't we spend a little cash here? I'm going to level the terrain. I'll just go for level, and then I'll start down here and pull this out. Just kind of thinking it wouldn't hurt to have this on a dead end. Kind of like we've been doing. It still has to be in range of this business. Road stations. Okay, I think that's... Oh, no, it's got to be really close, doesn't it? Shoot. Shoot. Yeah, we got to be... Bummer. How about something like this? It's going to cost a lot of extra cash. This may be an investment in the future. Let's try something. Let's try there. And I'm actually going to see if I can bulldoze this house. I know it's not super smart. Yep. But I kind of want to experiment with some of this stuff and just see what the consequences are of different decisions. The goal of this whole little exercise is just to not block one of the main roads in town. Just have a kind of this dead end street where the trucks can come. Then this is going to be again for planks for this hardware store. Let me get rid of some of the noise on the screen. I've got the garage open, which is nice. That might be a window to always have open when we're adding resources. So let's go ahead and buy, this is what, wood planks, sorry. Buy wood planks. That's the best we got is this guy. Buy it, click in and do our route. So add a stop. First one, we got to go pick them up. And where am I? Way down there. We got to come over here. I think what we're going to do is add another station here. So let me deselect that. Grab another station. Pop it right here because this is going to be our second freight station. Not sure what happened there. What's going on with this? Why will that road not connect up? Do we have... That's why. All right. All right. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. We just got to start the road from the high spot, I'm guessing, and then pull down, and hopefully it'll kind of make a ramp for us. Boy, it does not want to cooperate. Let's try coming at it from the other direction. Maybe it will climb. There we go. Occupied by vehicle. I don't think so. Boom. Well, I got it magically. There was one pixel I had to be hovered over, apparently, and it let me build it. So this, let's go ahead and name this one. We're kind of used to this. Haver Northwest. This is going to be wood plank S2 this time. Nice. We've got our truck still here, so we can click add stop. We're going to pick up planks here, assuming we can get to them. We may need to do a little bit of creativity here with the warehouses. We'll see if this guy can reach the warehouses or not in a minute. Looks like, yeah, it looks like it can. So we may get lucky there. All right, here's our first step. We're going to load. We're going to do our fancy little add an order here to refit. If you've discovered that this step slows down the process of this truck when it hits a station, let me know. I'm kind of curious about that. Like, it provides an extra measure of safety. I've kind of talked about this in some of the comments and in previous videos. I do this just for safety so the truck doesn't end up picking up the wrong resource at some point. All right, let's add another stop. We're going to go deliver the planks way down here. Hopefully it's not too late, but we're moving pretty slow here on game speed, so we should have time. And that's not the town. I go there every time thinking it's the town. It's not. Okay, Newport Beach East. Boom. Unload. That should do it. We'll save it as, that's fine. Wood beams to wood beams. No, these are wood planks. Let's escape out of that. Save the route. Let's just change this to wood planks. Okay, they're not letting me do it. Character-wise, there's a limit. What wood plammels? Planks. That's fine. We can just do wood plank, actually. It's fine, too. We'll hit OK there. We've got our route. And before we send this guy off, let's clone. Let's put at least 6 on this route and see. Should we do another one? Nah, 6 is fine. All right, that'll get us started on wood planks. Hopefully that's going to be a revenue generator for us and increase our total income overall. I don't see it blinking and complaining yet. So hopefully we'll make some cash. Yeah, you can click on these businesses and bring up the stats tab and see what kind of money you've earned. But again, yeah, let me know in the comments. These raw resources, I'm just wondering, are we wasting these raw resources by delivering them when we could refine those into better products? Coal, maybe not. Well, coal we could save for using in the steel and iron production. And maybe it would be a more profitable use of that material. Wood, again, like for the furniture and that, or the beams even, maybe that's more profitable. Not sure that we should be selling these in the city like we are, but we'll keep it the way we're doing until I hear from you or I learn otherwise, or we just get so many businesses that we can start being a little more picky. But yeah, we did a lot of babbling at the top of this episode. I apologize for that. But we kind of got a lay of the land. We spent some cash. Would love to see that. I'm looking at the bottom left here. I would love to see us get to where we can acquire another region. But it's just one of those things. We got to keep investing in order to raise our income. So hopefully we'll catch up soon and we'll get to that 3.5 million we need to buy the region with the stone. I think next episode, we kind of went through and we circled through all the towns. Yeah, next episode, it's going to be, I guess, a battle or a decision we've got is people transportation, adding some bus routes and bus stations, and trying to generate some more income that way. The towns don't look like this doesn't look super congested, right? It doesn't look very congested at all. I'm just a little nervous about putting more buses on the road and having them slow down the delivery of materials, but the buses make money for us too, so maybe they should be treated as equals or right to the road or right to travel on the roads. But yeah, I really want to get that stone. I want to get trains going, and I want to get the diesel vehicles, you know, get that level 2 garage or whatever. And hopefully we can buy diesel vehicles and then maybe get a little more serious about swapping out some of these lower end trucks. But for now, yeah, let's wrap it here. This is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. You hear every YouTuber ask for that. It does help the channel grow. It's one of like the only ways you can help the channel grow. So definitely would appreciate that. But if not, just keep watching the videos. There's no cost. So hope you're enjoying it. That's the main thing. That's why I do it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And I will catch you in the next episode. Thanks again for watching.